If you've got $100 and you want to build a house, you need to watch this morning's Carolina People. Coming up next. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at Grassy, Granite, and Marble on the frontage road off Highway 544 between the Intercoastal Waterway and South Carolina 31. We're focused on Habitat for Humanity of Horry County. And we're visiting with its executive director, Gail Olive. Good morning, Gail.
Good morning. Nice to have you.
Thank you so much for coming in early on a Tuesday morning.
Thank you.
Great to get you in.
I'm always awake early. So
it's been a number of years since we were last together. I think at the Herald Studios there on the former Air Force Base, there with Fox TV, and it's great to get you back.
Well, thank you for inviting us.
A lot happening with Habitat for Humanity of Horry County.
We are busy.
And Habitat for Humanity International. I'm sure it's tentacles all over, a lot going on.
Continuing to build houses across the world, and we do a tithe to Habitat International, which is used to build houses internationally. So when we build a house here, we also build a house somewhere else through Habitat International. So it's a great opportunity for people.
Absolutely. Have you visited other homes around the world that are even around the country?
Yeah.
Or you probably haven't had much time to leave Horry County since taking on this position almost 8 years ago.
Actually, I haven't visited any Habitat homes in other countries. We do send our tithe to Ghana, South America. So sometime maybe we will try to get there.
That would be a great
But
story.
we have visited lots of places in the United States, and it's fun to see how different habitats operate. They function under a separate board of directors, and so they are able to do certain things their way, and we do our things our way, and but we all work under the same name, and we adhere to certain core tenets.
You say the other Habitat chapters or other Habitat locations around the country, all operating with different boards. How do you go about selecting, or how does the board select you? How does that work exactly, boards and communities? Is that
Select me as
finding the board members, excuse me.
Oh, the board members,
right.
Okay. Well, we look for people that have a heart for Habitat
Right.
and have an interest in the ministry that we do. We don't often always get high-profile folks, but because Habitat's been a grassroots organization for quite a few years, we're just starting to move into more of a professional board or a policy-making board. So it's been a transition. So as people are suggested in the community, as we see that we have certain needs for certain types of professions or expertise, we talk to people who have those expertise and say, are you interested in Habitat? And if you're interested in Habitat, how would you like to help us?
And they need to be interested both in the service side as well as use the M word, ministry, the ministry side.
They need to understand that we are a ministry, that we're a Christian ministry. We don't ask our homeowners and we don't ask our board members to be Christians, nor do we ask them to go to a church, but we do hope that they have some kind of a commitment to the whole philosophy of Habitat.
Which is very important.
Yes.
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 If a viewer needs to get off to work now or get family off to school, what's the best phone number to use? And do you all have a website, Gail, if someone wants to learn? And of course, you've got a resale store as well.
We do. Our phone number is 843-916-8815.
Okay.
Our website is habitatmb.org.
Okay.
And you can actually volunteer online by filling out our volunteer application. You can find other phone numbers and other areas of interest if you wanted to volunteer in certain areas.
And do you all ever have folks just pop by your location to talk about volunteering, or do you encourage them to go online first?
Yes, we always have people walking in and out.
Oh, yeah.
We have, of course, our store is located, our resale store is located in the same facility.
Right.
Which is 1519 Executive Avenue in Myrtle Beach. We're just off 501 between Executive Avenue and Seaboard.
Yes.
And so our store takes up most of the lower level of this building, and it's a big warehouse.
Oh, yeah.
Old warehouse building. And so it's pretty hard to miss if you get on Executive Avenue.
Right off, very close to Grissom Parkway.
Exactly. And our offices are upstairs. So sometimes people walk in asking to volunteer. Sometimes it's easier if you have access to the website to just fill out an application online and submit that.
What are the times of the day for the resale store?
The resale store is open 6 days a week,
Okay.
Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and also on Saturday from 10 to 3.
10 to 3 on Saturdays.
Short
Okay.
day on Saturday right now. We're looking at the possibility of extending hours. We know we miss some customers who want to come in the early evening because they work all day and then maybe can't make it on Saturday. So we're kind of going to toy with those hours, but right now we are open 6 days a week.
That's great, Gail. Give me those times again. That's Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday from 10 to 5.
10 to 5.
And then Saturday from 10 to 3.
Okay, so 10 to 3 on Saturday. So today they need to wait a few hours before they'd come out, but the resale store is...
It's open at 10.
What would they find if they visited the resale store for the first time, other than it being you said a big space? I've been to a Chamber After Hours event there, which
Yes.
was well attended.
Very nice.
A packed house, and a
was
lot
very
of folks
nice.
that had never been there.
And it's always a surprise, I think, because it is a large space. We carry donations of furniture
Right.
and some appliances, lighting fixtures. We have construction materials, tile,
Yes,
carpet,
granny grass, and marble.
right, tile, and cabinets. Right now we have an incredibly large number of kitchen cabinets that are brand new that are still in the boxes.
Really?
And unfortunately, we don't have enough of anything maybe for a whole kitchen.
Right.
But if you're looking for something for your garage, or you're looking for an odd cabinet or something for your home, you can get a good purchase there.
Prices are good.
Prices are good. We always have a sale on. People will look at the prices and say, that's high, and then we'll say, but it's 70% off, or it's 50% off,
yeah,
and then they go, okay. Then it looks a lot more attractive.
Yes. So if someone's interested, again, 916-8815, just call and you can
And we'll direct them to the store
direct them
number.
straight to the resale store. What prompted the founding of Habitat for Humanity? For viewers who may not be familiar with, is it Jimmy Carter, or maybe we hear that name?
Yeah.
There's someone else who actually founded.
Actually, Jimmy Carter's our most famous volunteer. He really
volunteer,
didn't.
okay,
He really
forgive
didn't
me.
start with Habitat until about
Shows where
after
I
his
am,
presidency, after 1980, 1981. And Millard Fuller was the
There we
founder.
are,
Millard
yes.
and Linda Fuller were the
Yes,
founders in
yes.
1976.
76. Okay, so the
So
same year that
it's a
Carter
fairly-
went into office, right?
Right. It's a fairly. They tell an interesting story, and I don't know how much time we have, but
Oh, we've got time.
But the story is. Millard Fuller went to Jimmy Carter after the presidency and said, "Are you interested in Habitat, or are you very interested in Habitat?" And Jimmy Carter says, "Well, I'm very interested in Habitat." And so Jimmy Carter told him, go and make up a list of, some things that you think I might be able to help Habitat with. So Millard goes back and he makes up a list of about 15 things he thinks that Jimmy Carter can help with.
Right.
And he goes back to Jimmy Carter and he says, "I have a list of 15 things that I think you can help Habitat with." And Jimmy Carter says, "Okay." And Millard's part of the story is, "I should have had more than 15 things on here."
Yeah,
And of course, Jimmy Carter's part of the story is, I already am doing more than 15 things.
Right.
But he has committed to do Jimmy Carter Work Project every year. So every year, someplace in the United States or around the world, he and Rosalind actually head up a Jimmy Carter Work Project build.
Wow.
And usually they build more than, they build a significant number of houses, maybe 100 houses at a time, in a week. Now,
In a week.
You were talking about this whole
The Build
concept
Blitz,
of
yeah.
the Build Blitz. It has been founded in a very strong tradition in Habitat. I fought it for a long time, however, because I was afraid that it was just going to be way too difficult to get everything in place. And when you're the only person working at Habitat, early on, I was a little apprehensive to do that myself.
Right.
But in 2006, we did our first Blitz build in Conway, and we had 4 builders, and we built 4 houses. Actually, we built 4 houses in 5 days.
4 houses in 5 days, and
in
now you're working
2006.
on 2008.
And in 2008, we are going to be building out 7 more houses in our Village of Dreams subdivision off of 501.
Good.
And we have 7 lots. We've only been able to secure 6 builders. But those 5 builders will build 6 houses in 5 days.
We'll do 6 houses in
5
5 days. Wow, we got to write that down. 5 builders will do 6 houses in 5
One
days.
builder's
That's
actually
nuts.
going to do 2.
That's tremendous.
Chancel.
Share with viewers who the 5 builders are, please.
These builders have actually wonderful people,
Right.
a great commitment to
Oh, yeah.
Habitat. Some of them, all of the builders that participated in 2006 are back, and they've recruited some others. So Chancel Builders,
Right.
located in Conway,
Right.
Mackenzie Jordan, Derek Blanton Construction, Derek Blanton, Berkeley White, Classic Home Building and Design, Harry Dill, Hall Custom Homes,
Right.
Jarrett Barine, American Dream Homes.
That's
And I'm
tremendous.
still looking for one more builder if I can get it in the next couple of
Because
days.
you don't want to do the seventh home,
To
or
do the
so that
seventh
one
home.
wouldn't have to do
I have
two.
2 days.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
until Thursday to come up with this person. So
Okay, so if a viewer's
So,
tuning in right now and they
I
know a
have-
builder who could possibly,
I have one I've been talking to, but
what would the builder's requirements
Responsibility?
need to be? Exactly. Again, they'd want to call if they got to get off to work now, 916-8815, and ask for Gail Olive or
right? Yes,
anyone
that
else.
would be great.
Okay,
That would
just
be
you.
super.
Good, good.
They basically commit to build the house and to ask their vendors and subcontractors to donate the materials so that, or raise some money. Say, for instance, if you weren't a vendor or contractor, but you were a friend,
Right.
Berkeley White or Harry Dill or
Right.
Jarrett Vereen or someone, you might say, well, I can't give you anything, but I can donate $200 or $500
Yeah.
or something that would
Yeah.
help offset.
Help offset it. Sure.
Yeah. But Habitat commits to provide the slab and the property, and then the
This
builder
is in the Village of Dreams.
in the Village
Yeah.
of Dreams. And we also have qualified families who are ready to go.
Oh, I
and
bet.
ready to, they're excited about getting their home.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're going to be able to see it built. And it is exciting to watch this happen.
Right.
And I have to tell you, I'm a convert. You know, here I came in
Convert
with
from
let's not do this to
Right.
yes, let's
We
do
can do it
this,
and
and
do
we
more.
can do it.
Yeah.
And we were very well prepared. Staff worked really hard to get it everything lined up. We look for people and businesses who are willing to donate food for the meals, because we provide lunches and dinners and breakfast for the builders
for the
and
5 days.
for the 5 days. So it's a pretty large logistic problem.
Gigantic
It
undertaking.
is.
You thought it was
is.
big enough just for the folks, Berkeley White and the others who put up the
Extreme makeover.
the Extreme Makeover
wow.
house, but 5 houses, or 6 houses in 5 days, potentially 7 houses if you can round up that last builder here
Right.
in 5 days. What a giant undertaking. Not just focus on one house and really making it special, and they did an amazing job. Not to take anything away from that, but just to focus on 6, maybe 7 houses over 5 days. I can't fathom it.
And it will probably cost us less than the one house that
That's
was
right.
built. So, but we do very simple, decent, affordable housing.
Right.
And Renee Wilson, who was actually the recipient of the Extreme Makeover House, had
Oh, yeah.
applied for Habitat House and had been accepted. But when this opportunity came by, of course, she was very blessed to be able to have that
She
opportunity.
was, very definitely. I think I saw
So we were
that
grateful to
there's 600 folks that have applied and been accepted. Is that correct? 75 that have-
Actually, we've had 900 families that have expressed an interest in Habitat Homes.
Okay.
And we're going through those listings now, trying to pre-qualify to find out if they make enough income. One of the important things that people don't understand is that we don't give the houses away. Therefore, families have to have an income. They need to be able to repay a no-interest mortgage. So when you're talking about that concept, we don't want to set people up for failure.
Right.
We want them to have sufficient revenue, income coming in, as well as the fact that they're going to pay their bills and that they're going to be successful.